there's a golden retriever living with a tiger. The reason for this is surprising. The golden retriever raised these tiger cubs. She treats the tiger cubs as if they were her own. Very gentle. The tiger grows up. He's quickly outgrowing the golden retriever. When tigers do something wrong, she still teaches them. Not at all intimidated by the beasts. Nevertheless, the tigers are also very close to him. It won't hurt him. Whenever the tigers have a conflict, he'll mediate. In front of her, the mighty beasts became obedient. Now the tigers have grown up. They are strong enough to protect their mother. The golden retriever is very happy, having so many children around. Raccoons are fighting for food. A white raccoon, standing quietly at the edge, carefully extends his claws. Don't dare fight for it. He looks at the food with great desire in his eyes. The people love him very much. Staff introductions. It's a little girl. It's a different fur color, ostracized by others. But he's gentle. It's always the same, because of the white fur. And tourists are always attracted. He has albinism and poor eyesight. So every time, it's all alone. It's also cute when it asks for food. It's like asking for a hug, even if you don't do anything, and the tourists are drawn to it. They like to feed it. Now she's a mom. The babies have normal fur. They are also very healthy. They are a very happy family.
Under the care of its keepers, the tiger grew very big. The tiger was very gentle with her, like a child. When the tiger was very young, the woman took care of it. Every morning, she would feed the tiger milk. When he drank, she would carefully wipe his face. He likes to rub his nose against her, because she's his favorite person. She brushes his fur. The tiger is very cooperative with her. There's a lot of love between them. It's like a family bond. He's been her baby for a long time. Even though he's huge now, in her eyes, the tiger will always be a child.
Woman finds a fox. She feeds the fox every day. One day, the fox brought his mate. The woman feeds them. Soon they're getting to know each other. They take the woman as their master. She found out the fox was pregnant, so a mat was prepared for her, taking good care of her. A few months later, the fox has a baby. The woman continues to care for them, treating them like her own children. She was touched that the fox trusted him. Foxes and women are like family. They become an integral part of each other's lives.
There's something about this kitten. When he sleeps, it becomes unconscious. At first, the owner thought it was dead. She grabbed the kitten. The kitten remains. Fear that the kitten has some kind of disease. I'm going to get a checkup. After a thorough examination, it was found to be healthy. Going home, it started to sleep. It looks like it's dead every time. Very stiff. The girl is puzzled, but the kitten is healthy. This is very interesting. The kitten grows bigger. Every day, it's become more lively. It's still the same problem as before, though. But the master is used to it. In the zoo, the men are on patrol. Two lions are fighting. He goes over to them and drives them away with his slipper. The lions immediately run away, running very fast. When the lions were cubs, men used to educate them with slippers. That's why they're so afraid of slippers. Even as adults, I'm afraid of slippers. It makes them jump and run. This man, he can control a lion with nothing more than a slipper. His slippers are like magic. The lion saw the slippers. They are instantly docile. When they see a man, take the slippers. When the lions fight, the men take out their slippers and stop them. For the lions, the fear of slippers is in their genes. This kid grew up under the protection of a dog. After she was born, these dogs became her bodyguards. When she's alone, dogs will take care of her. She thinks of her dog as a friend, even if she can't even walk. She likes to bring food to the dogs, spending a lot of time together. She started learning about dogs. Her mom found out this behavior of hers. It's like they're on a farm. It's both funny and cute. Drill the doggy door like a dog. They're inseparable. The dog has been watching her. They'll walk beside her, keep an eye on her, make sure she's safe. The dog is hungry. We'll wait patiently. The little master is sharing his food. If everyone was a child, we'd all have so many canine friends to keep us company. I'm sure they'll be very happy. There's a flock of sheep in the pasture. Very funny. Whenever you hear the sound of a truck, they faint. These sheep are timid. They have weak nerves. They often faint and fall to the ground when surprised or excited. I'm going to faint. Too much excitement. Anytime, anywhere, they'll fall to the ground. But they're not injured or unconscious. When they fell, totally conscious, just because they have congenital myasthenia gravis. That's why I can't control the muscle contractions. The body stiffens. The legs are hanging in the air. But in another 20 to 30 minutes, they won't be able to pass out. This doesn't seem to be the case with newborn lambs. Until they're born, it takes about 20 days for this to happen. Do you want a goat that's gonna pass out at any moment? Raccoons are fighting for food. A white raccoon, standing quietly at the edge, carefully extends its claws. Don't dare fight for it. He looks at the food with great desire in his eyes. The people love him very much. Staff introductions. It's a little girl. It's a different fur color, ostracized by others. But he's gentle. It's always the same, because of the white fur. And tourists are always attracted. He has albinism and poor eyesight. So every time, it's all alone. It's also cute when it asks for food. It's like asking for a hug, even if you don't do anything. And the tourists are drawn to it. They like to feed it. Now she's a mom. The babies have normal fur. They are also very healthy. They are a very happy family. This dog, very fond of making friends. Every day he sits outside. It longs for someone to play with it. However, those who pass by are a little afraid of it. They don't dare to come closer. It doesn't understand people. Keep waiting, wagging his tail at a passerby. Wants someone to pet him and play with him. No one cares about him, he said. Eventually it stops waiting on the lawn. The owner notices he's depressed, thinking of a way out. Day 2. People noticed an extra sign by the dog. It states that the dog is friendly. Passers-by see it, will stop to pet the dog. He's happy. Then more and more people started interacting with it, and it's making more and more friends. This little tiger does no mommy, so someone adopted him. Take it home. The cubs are very cute. This man loves tiger cubs. Like a child. Take care of it. Keep it company. And the tiger is well behaved. He sucks his fingers like a baby, spending more and more time together. The tiger is very clingy. It follows its master wherever he goes. This man also loves the tiger cub very much. He's not stingy with his love, day by day. And the cubs are growing up, very strong. They're as close as ever. The tiger's character is docile, like a good boy in front of his master. Their relationship is touching. I hope all the critters get kindness and love. This little bunny seems to have been abandoned. It doesn't look like it's in good shape either. Someone's found it, took it home, gave the bunny water. It's finally waking up. The girl takes good care of it, watching it grow. Day by day, the rabbits are very tame, just like the dolls around her. The girl will dress it up. When the girl is not at home, her family takes care of the rabbits. Beginning, The rabbit's not used to it. After being fed and cared for by the family, the relationship is slowly getting better. Everyone really liked it. Under the care of the family, Bunny is getting better and better. When the girl came home, the rabbit became very big and spirited. The rabbit is happy every day, and he's much more lively and lovable. This panda, it's very pampered, very cute. But it's a sad story. He was ostracized at birth. His mother also disliked him because of the color of his fur. He doesn't look like his mother or father. The keepers are at a loss. His brothers are dominant. They were always bullying him. Mother doesn't care. The panther's health is deteriorating. He's always sick. The keeper is very distressed. Look at the poor little panther. The keeper. I've decided to adopt him. Under the care of the keeper, he's getting healthy, and it's got a very gentle disposition. Fearful of abandonment, he's careful in all he does. Every time his master comes home, he's very happy. Gradually, it's becoming more and more dependent on its master. He was always pampering his master. He's like a big cat in front of his master. Would you like to have a big cat like this? This white ferret, when brought home by its owner, I was ostracized. People don't like it. People don't like it. They'll drive it away. It's trying to sneak, even when no one's looking. If you're caught, you'll be beaten. Always. It's the same with water. He runs away when he sees other ferrets. The owner found out about it, decided to put it in a separate place. He loves to take a bath. As the day went on, it always plays alone. He can't play with the other ferrets, so the owner bought him a toy. He likes it very much. He even lets his owner play with him. The other ferrets don't want to be friends with her, but that's okay. Her rabbit is hers. This man adopted an iguana. At first he resisted. It refused to approach. The unfamiliarity of its surroundings makes it uneasy, always looking for a place to hide. Men are sincere about it, though the baby hyena is fierce. But they don't really hurt men. After a period of contact, the baby hyena is finally no longer afraid. Gradually, their relationship grows stronger. The hyena begins to get used to. It's becoming much more docile. This man takes great care of his hyenas. The baby hyena is growing up. Adult iguanas can't be kept like normal pets. And so, the man took the hyena to a wildlife sanctuary. A few years later, the man came to visit the hyena. They're as close as ever. The hyena is very happy. This kitten is a very distinctive looking cat because he looks like Zorro. That's why I was invited to the photo shoot. At first the man thought the cat was being abused, but upon closer inspection, it's normal. He takes good care of the cat. The cat's a good boy. The man finds the cat very stable. It's like Zorro from the TV show. That's why I bought the cat a hat. It looks even better on you. Sometimes, the cat will sneak up on him, like Zorro did. Later, the cat is pregnant. After the kitten is born, due to its unique appearance, he was contacted by a modeling agency. The cat's looks made him very popular. Do you think this cat looks like Zorro? One day, a little fox burst into a man's house. It seems to be lost, and it's a bit overwhelmed. The man tries to approach it, but the fox is wary. It made threatening noises to him. The man pulls out the food, hoping to build trust with the little fox. At first, the little fox doesn't take it well. The man waits patiently. The little fox is getting loose, approaching the food with caution, and begins to eat. The fox settles into the man's house. The man builds him a nest. After a while, the little fox trusted the man and has made friends with the family animals. He's become very active. The little fox is growing up and became close to the man. When mommy is not home, He also helps the mom with the kids. And the men are very happy. They became good friends who trusted each other. One day the man took the child to the farm. The child is curious about horses. The farmer didn't expect the horse to like the child either. He was very gentle with him. The horse is very close to the child, like his own children. When this child comes, they're always gentle. It doesn't matter how the children play. As long as he's happy, the horses are all with him. Soon the girl is acquainted with all the farm animals. The animals love him. It's like he's coming home to the farm. He sometimes feeds the horses, watching the horse eat, eating grass in the meadow. When the child calls, the horse comes to him. The relationship between him and the horse, it's not just about disciplining, it's love. This is a police cat. He's on patrol. He's got the job. He's getting dressed. Before that, he lived on a yacht, always wearing a life jacket. It had to be safe on the water. People were always joking. They say cats are like cops. Once, the kitten's owner found a patch with a police tag on it and sewed it on the cat's clothes. After that, he took his job very seriously, patrolling with confidence. And if anyone messed with him, she'd stomp them. And he knew how to win the hearts and minds of the people. And he's a real people pleaser. He's a pamperer, the cat quickly, in winning the trust of the community. And also has tens of thousands of fans. It has many fans in the neighborhood and on the internet. When this person goes out, stumbled upon a bobcat, it seems to have wandered off. See it alone. It kept calling out to him, probably asking for food. The man thought about it and took it home. The little bobcat has just arrived in its new surroundings. A little curious. Explore. After getting acquainted, it's getting closer to people. The family takes good care of him. Stay with him and care for him. Prepare his favorite food every day. Watch him grow up. The little bobcat was loved like never before. They're like family. The little bobcat has grown up. Once small, he's grown strong. And so it is. Bobcats are always gentle with their families. They've become each other. An unbreakable bond for life. This man was out there. He rescued a fawn. It didn't look too good. So he decided to take the deer home. When he got in the car, the deer was so excited. And it kept barking at him. When he got home, he began to do his best to raise the deer. He fed it milk, played with it, taking care of it. With love and care, the deer was very happy. The days go by. Fawn has become part of the family, bringing joy to all. Everyone loves it. But as the fawn grows older, we all understand a decision has to be made. They choose to release the fawn into the wild, though it's very upsetting. But it's what's best for the fawn. A doe appears at the release. It appears to be the mother of the fawn. The fawn has followed its mother. It looks back at the woman. It's like saying goodbye. And then he turns around and walks away. This man was out in the wild. He came across a baby kangaroo that had been left behind. He was worried about its safety, so he took the baby kangaroo home. And when he got home, he fed the kangaroo milk. The little kangaroo is a little curious about everything around him. The little guy was exploring everywhere. And slowly, the kangaroo is starting to settle into the family. Everyone loves the little kangaroo. Kids love it too. Think of it as a friend. After all the care and attention, the kangaroo is getting stronger, lively and healthy. He was very grateful to the man. They think of each other as their own. If you meet a kangaroo in the wild, what would you do? A friend gave me a pet. Thought it was some kind of rat at first. Then I realized it was a hedgehog. A newborn baby hedgehog is too small. The eyes haven't opened yet. You have to be careful where you feed him. Slowly the little hedgehog grows up, and he's getting cuter and cuter. Masters care, bringing each other closer. It's very lively. It's also very naughty. Time passes day by day. The hedgehog is getting fatter and fatter. So his master began to push him. Exercise and lose weight. It's a little lazy. His owner even made him customized shoes. I can see he likes it too. Would you like to have one of these little hedgehogs? Lion is very excited to see a man, because he recognizes him as the man who saved his life. A few years ago, a man adopts an abandoned lion cub and brought it home. Take good care of it. The lion as a baby, very active and mischievous. The man liked it very much. Give it a bath, feed him food, play with it. Think of it as your child. Later, the lion is growing up. The man can't afford to keep breeding. The lions need to be taken to the reserve, even if it's hard to let go. After all these years, the man comes to visit the lion. The lion recognizes him immediately. The lion embraces the man, though a long time has passed. But the lion never forgets. Sincere feelings can transcend time. You think this is a pig? It's actually a Brazilian tapir. They're very strange and interesting looking. They look like they're in a dorky mood. What sets them apart is their noses, long and soft. It's a lovely, simple look. And more importantly, of course, very flexible. The nose helps them grab food easily. Like leaves and fruits, they're also good swimmers. They spend a lot of time wallowing in the water. Helps to get rid of bugs on the skin. They can be more than just. They look cute on the outside. Very good at survival. He can run fast even in the rough mountains. Very alert. Diving is also a way to stay alive from predators. The usual interactions. They are very tame. All they do is eat and sleep. Especially when being touched. I can't help but doze off. It looks very interesting.
Before the little dog met the duck, it had already lost its parents and felt lonely and afraid. The mother duck gently allowed the little dog to ride on her back, offering it comfort and care. As time went by, the little dog gradually adapted to its new life and came to see the mother duck as its own mom. No matter where the mother duck went, the little dog always followed closely, becoming her little companion. Over time, the bond between the little dog and the mother duck grew stronger. Today, the little dog takes on the responsibility of caring for the mother duck and helping her with her ducklings. The little dog treats the ducklings as friends, remaining loyal and always by the mother duck's side, offering warm hugs and comfort, as if whispering, "Mom, I will love you forever."
When men go out, an abandoned baby monkey is found, afraid it won't be able to survive on its own. So they took the monkey home. He gave the monkey a bath. The family takes good care of it. The little monkey is getting very curious. Exploring. This family treats their little monkey like a child. Give him food. Play with it. The little monkey depends on them. They seem to think they're their parents. The monkey is wearing a beautiful dress. Slowly, the little monkey is growing up. He's completely integrated into the family. The lady of the house has even taught him to cook. Very funny. He takes care of himself, too. And it can go out and buy things. It's very smart and cute. Would you like to have a little monkey like this?
In the wild, a man discovered a cute black bear cub. The cub, upon seeing the man, followed him all the way, seemingly hoping he would take it home. So he decided to bring the cub home, worried it might be hungry. Upon arriving home, he immediately fed the cub. In the new environment, the cub quickly adapted and became increasingly lively, exploring everywhere. He even made a cozy nest for the cub. The cub loved it and bought it toys. Whenever he had time, the man always played with the cub. The cub was very happy. Their bond grew stronger with time. The man was walking down the road when he suddenly encountered a baby raccoon. The raccoon seemed to be lost, unable to find its mother. It followed the man for a while, and the man, worried that it wouldn't survive alone outside, couldn't bear to leave it. Eventually, he decided to take the raccoon home, ensuring that it wouldn't go hungry. Once home, the man carefully fed and took care of it, and gradually the raccoon grew. Due to the owner's affection, it became very lively. The man provided it with a warm home and protected it. The raccoon was deeply grateful, and their bond grew even more precious because of the love.
Shar-pei, their prominent wrinkles and folds. Did you know? These features actually impact their health. What's the story behind these skin folds? Why do they affect the dog's health? In ancient China, these dogs were seen as legendary warriors. Their wrinkled skin provided them with unexpected advantages. This distinctive appearance made it difficult for opponents to hold them during battle. Their looks gave them a tactical edge. However, these wrinkles can sometimes lead to less pleasant issues. They may trap moisture, which can lead to skin conditions like dermatitis and infections. But that's not all. They also face a serious health concern called familial Shar-pei fever. It's a recurrent fever syndrome that can cause severe discomfort, including inflammation, and in severe cases, even kidney failure. A woman sits on the driveway, feeding the stray cats with treats despite the dust flying around. When they first moved in, the cats seemed to be scared of them and would scatter whenever she tried to feed them. However, now they have become much more affectionate. Whenever the woman comes home, the cats come running, eager for her attention. After work, the cats always wait for her on the driveway. Seeing their hopeful eyes, she and her husband have started to consider creating a special cat room for them, complete with a cozy large bed where they can snuggle up. This experience has taught her a lot about animal emotions. They not only deserve love, but also crave it.
One day, a woman noticed that her horse was constantly gazing at her abdomen and even gently nuzzling it with its nose. She was puzzled and didn't understand why the horse behaved this way. It wasn't until 2 weeks later that she realized she was pregnant and realized that the horse seemed to sense the new life growing inside her. She was amazed by this. As her belly grew over the months, the horse continued to gently accompany her, as if watching over the unborn baby. When the baby was finally born, the woman brought the child to the farm, and the horse, upon seeing the baby, slowly approached and established a beautiful bond with the infant. Whenever the horse touched the baby with its nose, the child would laugh happily. The woman would often take her child to the pasture, allowing the horse to help watch over the baby. Over time, as the little girl grew up, the horse would excitedly run to greet her whenever it saw her from a distance. The bond between the horse and the girl deepened, and the horse became her loyal companion, always by her side. In the wild, a group of people discovered a trapped baby wolf. They decided to immediately help, and after some effort, the wolf cub was finally rescued. To ensure its safety, they decided to temporarily take it home for care. At home, they carefully bathed and fed the wolf cub. Over time, under their meticulous care, the cub gradually grew stronger and adapted to the warm environment. Surrounded by love and attention, it grew stronger and its size increased. Despite growing up, the wolf cub's bond with its human family became increasingly close. This deep emotional connection is truly touching. Sometimes newborns are abandoned, whether in the human world or the animal kingdom. In the wild, for instance, a lioness might decide to abandon her cubs for some reason, biting them or refusing to nurse them. This poses a significant survival threat to the lion cubs. Initially, the zoo staff tried to feed the cubs with a bottle, but later decided to entrust them to a mother dog. The mother dog took on the task, nursing the lion cubs with her own milk, providing them with warmth and satisfaction. Under the mother dog's care, the lion cubs grew up healthy and formed a close bond with each other. This is a very unique case, demonstrating cross-species adoption, particularly with wild lions. The zoo is very pleased with this miraculous rescue outcome.
On the way home, woman finds a golden retriever. It appears to be abandoned. It's in bad shape. She's near the dog. The dog is afraid to touch. The woman gets into her car after feeling no ill will. Woman takes dog to vet. Fractured pelvis, 2 severe hematemas, 4 liters of blood to be drawn. She's taking it home. Slowly the dog began to recover. The family is very concerned about him. He's slowly coming to life. He's getting closer to the women's family. Nutritious food and careful care make him stronger. He's getting better and better. A dog meets a woman and changes his life, but also as a great inspiration to the whole family.
Kitten comes to the butcher's store. The owner is very patient with him. The kitten picks out a piece of meat. After that, cat frequents the store. The owner of the store always gives a warm welcome. Their relationship is getting better and better, but then something unfortunate happened. The kitten died. The owner buried the kitten and scatters flower seeds around it and hung a kitten sign as if it never left. After this, the butcher's store is doing better. 3 years later, a kitten walks in, standing in a familiar place, make the same move. The boss is happy, just like old times. The kitten meows softly at the man. It seems to be saying it's been a long time.
This guy, fancy a calf at the ranch. He thought his family would like it. A long time later, the calf is growing up. He takes the calf to pick up his son from school. His son is happy. When we got home, the whole family loved the calf. The calf is very gentle. The children feed it milk. The calf is very fond of his master. He's always happy to see him go outside and play. He's also following his master closely. The man dresses the calf every day, buy him clothes. People love calves. The calf grows fast. The owner sees its big horns. It's a surprise. He's turned into a giant bull. Translated with Deeple.
Newborn puppy, rigor mortis after drinking milk, like a toy model. This man thought the puppy was dead. The puppy was immediately given first aid, repeated chest compressions, and successfully recovered it. The next day, the puppy is stiff again after drinking milk. It's as if the batteries weren't on. The man is giving first aid again, under various counseling searches. He suspects that the puppy is allergic to breast milk, so he feeds the puppy's goat's milk, but it's still the same. The man tries, controlling the amount of milk at each feeding. After fewer stiffnesses, looks like the puppy just eating too much, that's why.
Falcon Striker works itself wonderful. Saved by me. He decided to take the phone home to care for it. Feeding the phone. Treat the phone like a child. Whenever he comes home, the deer will come running to greet him. The deer is growing up. The men decide to release it back into the wild. Let the deer go home. A touching farewell, after a long time. For his back, and brought his family with him. He touched the men. When you are kind to animals, they will return the warmth in their own way. Black bear was seen falling out of a tree. The injured bear was in great pain. Worried about his condition, I took the bear to the animal rescue center. The doctors ran tests. 5 months after hospitalization, bear's condition has improved. Normal diet and health restored. Bear is very happy and content. But the baby once in a while, though it has gotten along very well with people. But it still needs to be released into the wild, back to its own home. When the time comes to break up, the bear doesn't want to leave. 1 year later, the black bear appears on the man's doorstep. So the bear is back. This is very moving. It proves that they formed an enduring bond.
Female snow leopard pregnant, shares often sleepless and uncomfortable. His husband is careful to calm him down. As a devoted husband, his love touched everyone. It's gentle. It stays with her. They have a very good relationship. Before going to bed, they will kiss each other. As their bellies get bigger and bigger, Mother Snow Leopard is feeling more uncomfortable, and shares having trouble sleeping. Her husband would wake up from his sleep. Hell keeps soothing her after she falls asleep. Hell sleep against the wall to keep from crowding him. Husband stays alert, keeping him company. Take care of her. Their feelings, it's very moving. Cougar was raised by people. He's very dependent on his master. When his master goes out, he stays by the window, waiting for his master to come home. He'll stay from dawn to dusk. He's afraid of being alone, so he wants his master to keep him company. He hides in the corner when he's at home. He feels lonely and sad. When the master returns, he's very happy. He plays with him. He stroked and hugged him. The puma loves its master very much. That's why it's especially clingy. Every morning, the puma rushes into its owner's room, waiting for his master to wake up, and wants to stay by his side. No matter what he's doing, it's a relationship. It's very pure and touching.
Workers are cutting down trees. A baby raccoon fell out of a tree. They decided to take the baby raccoon home. The baby raccoon looks scared. People are feeding him and keeping him company. The raccoon is getting acquainted with everyone, and so this cute little guy settled into his home. He's particularly fond of snacks, so his owner buys him all kinds of snacks. He became part of the family. They grew close. The raccoon becomes friends with the family dog. He's always clinging to the humans. It's very cute and loved by everyone. The little raccoon enjoys the love from his family.
The woman opens the door, only to realize that his dog was locked out last night. The dog looks very aggravated outside. He seems to be complaining about why his owner locked him out. He's a little angry. It won't go in the house. Another day has passed. The owner finds the dog covered in snow, like a statue. The dog still won't go back. Stay outside. The master talks it in blinking, but the dog is stubborn, choosing to endure the cold rather than going. They free. The owner sees that the dog has turned into white ball. This time the master didn't talk to him. The dog feels even more frustrated. The owner doesn't understand what the dog wants, so she went back to bed. The dog stares at the closed door in deep thought.
Mother panda pushes baby panda off elevated platform. The cubs are very scared. The janitor appears soon after. The baby panda is being comforted. Despite this, the cubs are still scared. Often sits alone by himself. It's hard to understand why its mother would do this. The janitor notices the pup's emotions. Deciding to spend more time with the cubs, provides constant companionship. They are having fun with the baby panda. Encourage him. Engage in activities that challenge his fears. Slowly, the panda cub starts to climb higher and higher. The panda cub is slowly overcoming its fear. And he meets other baby pandas, making friends. Eventually it stopped being afraid. With friends around and lots of people to care about, he's got his life back together. Surrounded by love and support, baby panda rejuvenated, climbing to the top.
不卷 in Monsit, his mouth keeps pushing harder and harder. Grabbing food with his tentacles looks like fun. It is fun. He's eating the starfish's egg, capture it with its tentacles. This high-protein food is their favorite. Starfish live at the bottom of the sea. Coral reefs or seagrass beds is time to breed. They'll gather near the rocks, forming a breeding community. When breeding, a female starfish releases a large number of eggs directly in the ocean water, looking for male sperm to fertilize. The animal begins to feed. Their mouths and tentacles are busy, hoping to eat more. But with, they can't feel their belly and risk being eaten.
This turtle is being hunted by sharks. Fortunately, a nearby ship found it. Turtle sees man swimming desperately to the boat. People also help turtles repel sharks, but the turtle didn't move. People come up and look. Turtle found tangled in fishing net, so he can't swim. That's why they were targeted by sharks. People took out knives and cut through fishing nets. I didn't expect to just touch it lightly with my hand. The turtle shrank its neck in pain. Turtles are very uncomfortable. Even if not eaten by a shark, it will also be tortured to death by fishing nets. The rope is around his neck. If you do this for a long time, the turtles will bloodstream to death. To save the turtles, they accelerated the cutting of the rope. Turtles try to swing their forelimbs to cooperate with people. After 2 hours of rescue, the rope was finally successfully cleaned. The turtles managed to break free. People release sea turtles into the sea.
The keeper found a litter of kittens, and they got them chimpanzees to be their mothers. I didn't expect to see a kitten. Very happy. Treat them as your own children. Carefully pick up the kitten. Gently put it in the palm of your hand. Gently put the kitten in your arms. Breeder, I was moved by this scene. Decided to give kittens to chimpanzees to raise. After this, chimpanzee, take care of the kittens every day. Kittens also love black mothers very much. Always follow the chimpanzees. I learned to comb my mother's hair. Little paws help mother comb her hair. It's so cute. Chimpanzees ask keepers to place kittens on their heads. Very friendly. They don't communicate with each other, but this silent love is the most sincere. For kittens, abandoned them. I have a warm home here. For chimpanzees, kittens are like a ray of sunshine. Shine into its heart. Also cured.
This baby elephant got a good kick in the ass. He's not happy about it. He's moving forward again, but the female kicks him anyway. This baby elephant has just been born. It has learned to walk. Vulnerable until 1 year old. It needs the protection of the herd to survive. For the arrival of new life. Herd of elephants. They all gather around to greet the baby elephant. They touch it with their trunks, expressing their love. In this crowded herd, he's been separated from his mother. He's very confused. It's not long since it was born. His vision is still very blurry. He can't tell which elephant is his mother. She is desperate for milk. Otherwise, he won't even have the strength to walk. Out of instinct, he's coming under a female elephant to drink her milk. He's managed to find the teat, but there's no milk in it. It didn't realize it wasn't its mother. Fifth male elephant has no qualms about kicking her in the face. But she knows that if she doesn't find her mother, this newborn will soon not be able to hold out much longer. He helps the baby elephant to stand and showed him the way. With the help of the mother elephant, he's finally found his mom. Seaweed and algae are his favorites. They have to eat quickly. Even when the waves are coming in, he's still got his claws on the reef. And then he eats. Constant waves coming in. A marine iguana at this time, it's losing internal temperature. The body has begun to stiffen, plus 10 minutes without a change of air. So some of these marine iguanas aren't freezing to death, or suffocated. The marine iguanas that made it to shore, it's not always safe. Rough seas, he'll always get hurt. The marine iguana has managed to survive. It's going to catch some sun, let the body temperature rise, and also through the nose, ejecting excess salt from the body, cleaning out the salt at the same time. It attracts flies and insects. The marine iguana can't do anything about it. The lava lizard appears just in time. He'll help them destroy the flies. His name is marine iguana. He's the prototype of Godzilla, a lizard that can wave in the sea. They live on the remote island of Fernandina. It's one of the most pristine islands in the world. They need to bask in the sun every day. It's not just sunbathing. To get a body temperature in the 40s, the water here is extremely cold. To keep from freezing to death, that's why they need to sunbathe, so that they can go into the water to feed. They need to hold their breath in the water to survive, and not for more than 12 minutes at a time, or you'll drown. Then the food that takes so much effort to obtain, what is it? Capybara, animals without dreams. Live as you like. Eat what doesn't taste good. Things I don't want to do. I don't want to do things I can't do. Lazy in general. Capybara is a vegetarian. They eat grass. They also eat melons. Eat baba after eating. They have unique digestive systems. High nutritional value in feces. Self-produced and self-sold. Other small animals also like it. So capybara is also a mobile food truck. There are always animals behind the butt to eat its excrement. Capybara is emotionally stable, and dung is loved by other animals, so they get along very well with other small animals. Capybara is sort of the social butterfly of the animal kingdom. It looks harmless on the surface. It's actually harmless to humans and animals. If you make copy in the wild, it is recommended not to touch at will, otherwise you are likely to be happy. Today we are talking about sand dollars. It's a sea creature, because it looks like a coin. That's why they're called sand money or sand coins. Sand dollars belong to the sea urchin family, like sea urchins. Sea urchin's spines are longer, the sand dollar shorter. Needs to be aided by wave motion. The sand dollar has two openings, one feeding and excretion. Sand dollars, eating organic matter and plankton from the sand. Sand dollars have no meat. Toxic. Direct contact with sand dollars should be avoided as much as possible. Sand dollars are pack animals. So when you find a sand dollar, there's definitely another group nearby.
Sand dollars don't discriminate between male and female. It's only the size that makes a difference. This bird we're talking about, it's called the whalehead stork. It's the only species of the genus Cetachinus in the family Cetahinidae. It is the world's largest surviving bird with the largest head. Although it is the largest bird with the largest head, but it's not much of a thinker. Its favorite thing to do every day is to laze around, staring into the air, gawking at the pool, staring at other birds. Though it looks stupid and dumb, but polite. There are only 5-8,000 whalehead ibises left in the world. It's an endangered species. Feed a fish. He won't eat because the fish are in the water. It won't feed them voluntarily. This phenomenon is beyond its cognizance. It hunts in a very peculiar way. The prey is right in front of us. He's still not moving. You'll see. It doesn't seem very smart. The eyes aren't very good either.
A man rescued a weak hummingbird, and this act of kindness sparked an extraordinary friendship. Finding the hummingbird in a fragile state, he took it home and quickly prepared a sugar-water solution to restore its energy. Under his careful care, the hummingbird gradually regained its strength. During their time together, a deep bond of trust developed between the hummingbird and him. When the time was right, the man brought the hummingbird back to the place where he had found it and released it. To his surprise, the little bird came back to visit him. He prepared sugar water as a gift to further strengthen their friendship. The hummingbird began to visit him regularly, and each time it came, the man warmly welcomed it. Even more astonishing, the hummingbird introduced him to its family. Touched by their trust, the man crafted a special feeder for these tiny miracles. Soon, more and more birds began to visit the kind-hearted man. A woman rescued a baby owl. With a heart full of love, she brought it home and carefully gave it a bath. The baby owl, excited to interact with her hands, quickly adapted to the happiness of the household. Proudly, the woman took the owl everywhere, deeply showcasing her love for it. The owl was also very happy, enjoying watching cartoons and playing with the children, gradually becoming a cherished member of the family. Thanks to the woman's attentive care, the once fragile baby owl grew into a healthy, elegant owl. Although it was raised indoors, it retained its natural flying ability. Thus, the woman often took it outside for flight practice, and together they shared many joyful moments. At first, a man adopted a baby leopard. With his careful attention, the leopard grew up to be gentle and smart, and a deep friendship developed between the man and the leopard. However, one day the man adopted a playful puppy. The puppy, full of energy, eagerly greeted the leopard upon arrival. But the leopard was not welcoming. Instead, it showed hostility and tried to drive the puppy away. Despite this, the puppy remained undeterred and continued to approach the leopard with friendliness. Its warmth and kindness gradually won over the leopard, which slowly let go of its reservations. They began to eat, play, and spend time together. And over time, the friendship between the puppy and the leopard deepened. They ran together in the yard, shared toys, and cared for one another. The puppy enjoyed lying quietly beside the leopard, while the leopard gently stroked the puppy's back with its soft paws. They understood each other and supported one another, eventually becoming the best of friends. This story teaches us that true friendship knows no boundaries. Whether you are a puppy or a leopard, as long as there is love in your heart, friends can rely on each other and share a joyful life together. Lai Fu is a one-armed monkey who is always in a hurry. He never stops in front of tourists. Even if they try to feed him, he just keeps running down the mountain. His goal is to run 7 kilometers to eat at the bottom of the mountain. When Lai Fu was young, he was very mischievous and once climbed a high-voltage line, which resulted in his arm being severed. Since then, he has been shunned by other monkeys. During the COVID-19 pandemic in China, the number of tourists decreased and no one fed Lai Fu anymore. To fill his stomach, he had to beg down the mountain. Fortunately, he met a kind-hearted aunt who began feeding him every day. Regardless of the weather, Lai Fu makes a daily 7-kilometer run to her house for meals and then runs back up the mountain. As for why he runs back up the mountain? Because his girlfriend is there. After eating at the aunt's house, Lai Fu is always eager to return to his girlfriend, making this part of his daily routine. While out, a girl discovered an abandoned puppy. The puppy happily wagged its tail, with a cute little bear toy lying beside it. Moved by compassion, the girl decided to adopt the puppy. She took the puppy in her car and gently wiped its fur. When they got home, the girl cleaned the bear and took the puppy for a checkup. Under the girl's meticulous care, the puppy gradually regained its health, becoming lively and cheerful, and formed a deep bond with the girl. The girl carefully fed it, dressed it in pretty little dresses, took it out to play, and stayed by its side as it grew. With all the love and attention, the puppy became increasingly adorable and developed a strong dependence on the girl. The girl in turn treated the puppy as her own child, showering it with all her love. I found an egg outside and never expected it to hatch into a little creature that might outlive me. I decided to bring it home to see what would come out of it. Eventually, it hatched into a small turtle. This little turtle is indeed adorable. I tried to feed it some food, but discovered it wouldn't eat meat. It's a herbivorous turtle that only eats plants. I realized that basic care for the turtle was essential, so I taught it to exercise on its own, using food as a reward. After each exercise session, I would wash its shell with water, and it seemed to enjoy it, wiggling its backside as if playing in the water. It wasn't until I scratched its shell with my hand that I realized it was actually quite itchy for it. Now that it has grown, I continue to encourage its exercise and still use food as a lure. I believe it will be able to accompany me for a long time. In a warm and charming corner, the little kitten Lily lay quietly, surrounded by a group of adorable chicks. This scene amazed Mother Hen Mary, who had always thought she was the best caretaker for her chicks. However, as time passed, Mary discovered that Lily's care exceeded her expectations. Lily not only meticulously tended to the chicks every day, but also used her soft body to provide them with warm shelter. Each night, as darkness fell, the kitten and the chicks would snuggle closely together, the warmth of the cat blending with the feathers of the chicks to create a heartwarming scene. The chicks slept peacefully in Lily's embrace, their faces adorned with happy smiles. Mary gradually understood that Lily, with her unique kindness and patience, had won the chicks' hearts. Although she was a cat, her love and care made her the most fitting mother for the chicks. In this world, the cat who loved the chicks the most crafted a touching little story with her gentleness and goodness. A couple stumbled upon a lost tiger cub one day, its plaintive cries tugging at their hearts. Feeling a deep sense of compassion, they decided to bring it home and provide it with a safe and warm refuge. They cared for the cub with love and attention, treating it as their own. Every day they spent time with it, teaching it life skills. As time passed, the cub grew into a strong and majestic tiger, yet it retained the gentle and endearing qualities of its youth. Together, the couple and the tiger created countless beautiful and profound memories, making their lives richer and more meaningful than ever before. The story of Xing Xing is a true testament to love conquering all. Once Xing Xing lost its left arm in a trap, but was rescued by kind-hearted people and later released back into the wild. One day it came to a temple and met an elderly lady with no children or relatives. From that moment on, the elderly lady and Xing Xing became each other's only support. The old lady treated Xing Xing as her own child, taking meticulous care of it. She prepared its meals, gently wiped its face, carefully groomed its fur, and gave it a warm name, Xing Xing. Over time, the bond between Xing Xing and the old lady grew stronger. However, when faced with strangers, Xing Xing would sometimes attack passersby out of nervousness. Despite this, the old lady never scolded it harshly. Instead, she would gently reprimand and soothe it with a soft pat. Whenever the old lady climbed the stairs, Xing Xing would obediently follow behind. The old lady's attentive care and deep love brought a sparkle to Xing Xing's eyes and helped it become gentler, no longer distrusting humans. As time passed, Xing Xing and the old lady had been companions for over a decade, becoming each other's closest family. This little cat has grown plump and incredibly adorable under its owner's meticulous care, but its backstory brings tears to anyone who hears it. Once a homeless stray, the cat had no front legs and was missing one ear. Its scars were not just physical, but also deep emotional wounds that never truly healed. It roamed the cold streets and alleys, searching for scraps of food and a place to shelter. Every dark night, it curled up alone in corners, silently enduring the cruelty of the world. However, a turning point came when a compassionate rescuer appeared. Moved by the plight of the poor cat, the rescuer decided to adopt it. Under this new care, the cat's life transformed dramatically. The rescuer provided it with nutritious food and the best possible care, and specially designed an accessible living environment so the cat could play and explore happily. This is not just a story of rescue, but a testament to the power of love. The cat is no longer the lonely stray it once was, but a beloved pet. This story serves as a reminder that even the most tragic past can be illuminated by the light of love, bringing new hope and happiness.